Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We've got two more matches remaining in our standard league match. We're going to be doing those two matches. If you haven't already checked out Mondays with Travis Sowers, we've got a sealed video up for your viewing pleasure, so go check that out. Okay, so here's a version of the deck. I got some good suggestions from people that I might try out. I like the idea of Clever Impersonator, which is a 4-mana mythic from Khans of Tarkir, where it copies any non-land permanent. Or does it copy lands too? Actually, I'm not sure. But it copies a permanent your opponent controls when it enters the battlefield. So that one would be probably pretty good against opposing like Ulamogs or whatever. If they play an Ulamog, exile two things. If you can play Clever Impersonator, you get to exile their Ulamog and maybe a land or a World Breaker or something. So that's what I'm probably going to try that out. They're pretty cheap, especially for a Mythic. They're like 90 cents or something. So I'll probably try that one out for the next Standard League I do. But we've got two matches. We're 2-1. Let's go ahead and see how we do. All right, first match of the day. We have the choice. Actually, this hand's fine. I was worried there for a second. We don't have a 2-drop. I mean, there's not many 2-drops in our deck. We don't have any removal, but I feel like if we go Thopter Engineer into 4-drop, into 4-drop, into 4-drop, we can do a lot. Oh yeah, Clever Impersonator also apparently, you know, not bad against Wingmate Rock, not bad against Siege Rhino, so maybe it's good against Abzan as well as... I mean, Abzan's our worst match, so it seems like an okay card for that. And the new red-green Eldrazi ramp deck is also obviously bad. So having a tool to combat that also seems good. So Clever Impersonator actually does seem like something worth trying, since it's a little bit out there in terms of like strategy. But it does seem like it could have some good practical applications. So let's see how it works for us. All right, opponent mulls to 6 and then decides to keep. Evolving Wilds. Okay, now I'm thinking it's Eldrazi. Aggregate. Now I'm wondering if I play Aggregate or Engineer first. Oh. Well, that's not a... Is it 4-color Rally? Or is it a control deck? Not sure what it is. So, Aggregate versus Thopter Engineer. I think we're actually going to go Engineer. I mean, it feels like it ends up being the same damage. Maybe it's Abzan Blue? No, it is a Rally deck. Okay. Well, we formerly had a good matchup against Rally decks. So the key to beating Rally is killing Jace, killing Grim Haruspex, countering, which we can't do, the... Okay, Husk is fine. But countering the Collected Company and countering the Rally the Ancestors, obviously. 4th mana, please. Oof. Missed it. Rats. Guess we just play Aggregate number 2 and attack with... If I attack with Aggregate, say he double blocks and sacks that. I killed a Sifter. And he kills Aggregate. I don't like trading that. I don't like making that trade. I think we just attack with Flyer again. I don't think that's a great trade for us. There's our Grim Harrispex. Okay. So we want to kill that. But we also want to play Whirler Rogue here, so we're going to do that instead. If I get in with Aggregate here, you can still double block. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think we're just getting in for unblockable. This gives us lethal next turn. Zulaport Cutthroat, okay. Guess that works. Okay, so now we can go Whirler Rogue number 2. Actually, all right. So Rally deck, typically a very good match for us. I'd love to see a return of that deck, only because just like I said, I think we have a very good match against it. So we bring in Spot Removal, and we bring in, obviously, Dispels and Negates. Seismic Rupture is actually not that good. We only want to kill key cards. Is 6 pieces of spot removal enough? Remember, Jace is actually a big deal because he can redo like Collected Company, which is pretty nuts actually. So we want to make sure we've got enough spot removal, and we have to make sure we have enough counterspells. 6 counterspells and 6 spot removal probably is adequate. I think Hangerback's a little bit worse, but Aggregate's worse too, even though Aggregate obviously was crippling there. Basically, all we want to do is fly over. They can't do anything about us flying over. They don't have reach. So any sort of evasiveness is going to be really nice for us. I think usually when I bring in counterspells, it's probably a better idea to leave in the Hangerbacks, because if I am trying to leave up counterspells, it's just difficult. It's nice to have like a mana sink, and especially a cheap one like Hangerback, that I can either leave up a counter or pump hanger back, or play this on turn 2 and then leave up counter spells and pump. It's better options. It's tough to bring in counter spells and bring out your only relevant like 2-drop. So I think we're more wanting to bring out the aggregates probably. Even though, like I said, they were very good there. But they're only really going to be good when we have Whirler Rogue like we did there, I think. Otherwise, I'd rather just have guys that fly over top, I think. And we're leaving Chief of the Foundry in just because it works so well with our Thopter Engineer and Whirler Rogue and Pia. So I think we're going to go like this. Disdainful Stroke I've brought in the past. I actually think it's fine against the deck. It stops both Collected Company and Rally the Ancestors most of the time. But I'm hoping 6 counter spells is adequate. We'll find out. Okay, we're on the draw. I think with double negate, I'm going to keep it. I mean, this hand's not ideal, obviously, since we don't have anything cheap. But the negates can actually be pretty useful. All right, that was a great draw, actually. Now we get to do exactly what I wanted to do, which is play a 2-drop and then leave up negates for as long as necessary. Jace is going to be a big deal with no spot removal. But we do have a lot of spot removal in our deck, so we could just draw one of our pieces of spot removal. Nope. All right. Well, let's play the hanger back. All right, he's flipping Jace next turn, so spot removal. Not quite. All right. So I think what's going to happen is he gets to play Collected Company, he gets to flip Jace, and then he gets to play Collected Company again, which isn't good, but I guess technically I could counter them both. I forgot about Sidisi's Faithful. That is yet another tool that's good against Hangerback. But like I said, Hangerback is still very important. He can still play Collected Company. And Rally, for that matter. God, I wish I had spot removal. He's got 1 card left in hand. All right, I think we just got to play the P and Kieran here. We need to get in at Jace. All right, he had the goods. He gets to play it twice, too. It's a bummer, but it's a tough spot. Seeing no spot removal was the true bummer. I'm surprised he didn't copy that. Second P and Kieran. Well, now I guess I can chump block. Let's play the... Let's play the Tomb. We play the Hanger back. And we get to leave up Negate and Dispel. Alright. We have Tomb if we need to gain 3 life, I guess. That's fine. I should be checking if he scries on top or... Put a card on the bottom. Card on the bottom. Alright, he's digging. Reflector Mage. I can't counter that. He still hasn't used Jace, so... Oh, wait. He did use Jace? Well, then I guess I should have used Tomb in response. Why did I feel like he didn't use Jace? He must have used it on P and Kieran and I didn't even notice. Thopter Engineer. What does that do? Not a ton. Alright, well. Let's play P and Kieran. Still going to need some spot removal at some point here. If I had spot removal now, we'd be in great shape. I could just kill Harrispex and turn off his card draw engine. Hmm. Six mana. Alright, so I guess the play is Thopter Engineer. Hanger back. And leave up Dispel. 3 blockers. I'm at 7. Say I chump, block, chump. Maybe I have to attack him. I didn't want to, but it looks like getting Jace down's not doing much for me. This way, at least if I draw a Chief of the Foundry, I can do something. I guess I kind of have to like switch my tactic here. I mean, I guess if he draws Rally, I'm pretty SOL anyway. Or Collected Company, whatever. Yeah, I mean, now I was just going to get to copy it, but... So I could have attacked Jace with 3 things. I don't know why he's not just copying it. Okay, so I have to block the husks. That much is clear. Go like this. Block the husks. 3, 5. Well, I guess I gotta block like this then. If I get Chief of the Foundry, is it lethal? Actually, I think it's just short of lethal. Wandering Fumarole activate. I can only get in for 10, which is not enough. Block. I can gain 5, go to 6. We saw no spot removal this entire game. That's too bad. Alright, well, let's swing it. So I can go to 6, which means I have to block here, here, here. I have to block 4 things. That seems not very good for me. I can't even activate Fumarole and still use Tomb of the Spirit Dragon too. I don't even have the mana for that. If this had been an untapped land, I could have. That would have actually been an okay play. Where are my Chief of the Foundries? We saw all the counter spells, no spot removal, no Chief of the Foundries this game. Even if I'd gotten Chief, I could have gotten in for 5, 9. If I'd drawn a Wild Slash, would I have killed my... No, I wouldn't have. I would have been close, but no cigar. All right, let's go to the final game here. I'm definitely dead now. I can get in for 7, which actually isn't terrible, but let's go to game 3. Okay. Still think this is a good matchup. We got to see spot removal, though, or else we're definitely not going to win if we don't see spot removal. Seismic Rupture deals with Jace. I mean, maybe I bring it in. It deals with Jace. I guess. Yeah. I mean, it makes him cast Rally, so why not? I definitely like Hangerbacks less. Now that I've got both Reflector Mage and Sidisi's Faithful, like Hangerback's just never going to be as good as I need it to be, but I have a hard time cutting it. Especially since we're already a little bit creature light. Don't really want to cut the blades either. Well, at that point, I don't have a choice. It's either spot removal or blades. Let's cut one walker. Let's cut one blade. I still think I'd rather have the chiefs, just because they affect more. But then again, maybe I'd rather have one less chief, because then I can make one Thopter do a lot more work. But if you're cutting creatures, then it doesn't make sense. I need to have an adequate creature count, or else Blade's not very good either. All right, let's try this. I mean, Rupture kills Haruspex and Jace, I guess, so I have no spot removal in here? All right, we're still keeping. No counterspells, no spot removal, which isn't ideal. But we have a 2/3 drop, 2/3/4 drop if we find the blue mana. So it feels as though this is what we're supposed to play. But yeah, if we don't draw counters or removal, we're in trouble. But you can't mull a hand like this. There's just no excuse for mulling a hand like that. There we go. Now we can kill Jace. And I'm already feeling a lot better. No Jace. All right, well, that's nice. Ghost Fireblade's not bad. So we can go Chief, get in for 2, or we can go Thopter Engineer, get in for 2. We want the Engineer. All right, next turn we can go Blade Equip and still Wild Slash too, which is nice. If Jace comes up as something we need to kill right away. Sifter is no problem. Got the 4th mana, not the one we were looking for, but that's still okay. I guess we make better use of mana if we do the Chief. Otherwise, I can play Ghostfire Blade, equip the Hangerback, swing for 4. He can't really block. He loot a Sifter. I still think we want Chief. Actually, I think I want to equip Ghostfire Blade too. There's no reason I need to leave up Wild Slash that I can think of. Now I can't pump the Hangerback though. Yeah. Well, pumping Hangerback seems less good because his deck has so much bounce, like Reflector Mage and stuff like that. But still, maybe pumping there would have been better. I don't know. I mean, he's got collected company online, but we don't have any counterspells in hand anyway. Okay, he did have the Reflector Mage. Well, that could have been worse. So I'm glad I didn't leave up Pump. Now it made a lot more sense. Okay, bouncing our token, I imagine. So really just going to need the... Basically, all I need is a blue mana. And we are in business, baby. Scry on the bottom, okay. Blue mana, please. Did get the blue mana. Not quite in the fashion that I wanted, but fine nonetheless. So I guess we equip Chief. Fumarole. If I swing with Chief, he blocks with Faithful, he gets to Scry. I'm actually not sure that does me any good. I think I'm better. Oh, I can't replay the hanger back. That's a tough spot. Letting him dig. I don't like it. I think we pass. His whole deck is reliant on drawing specific cards. He has no sack outlet. Him losing Faithful basically helps him. Our best bet is getting by his troops with my Whirler Rogue. So next turn we can play Whirler Rogue, tap Ghostfire Blade and a token, and get in for 6. Okay. Cutthroats are actually okay. Haven't seen this in that deck before. That's pretty awesome, actually. With the Cutthroat, too. Jeez. 2 cards left in my opponent's hand. Guess we're killing Cutthroat. I don't love it, but otherwise Eiley, I think, gets a little out of control. It lets him scry, too. It's not good. That's not good. Eiley is definitely a new addition to the deck. Letting him scry sucks, but I don't know what to tell you. Put a card on the bottom. All right. Eiley's pretty awesome. Guess I should have just equipped the Thopter, which is what I'm gonna do anyway, I guess. Okay. Oh, found the card we were looking for. All right, it's a problem. It was pretty good finds. Wouldn't mind drawing another land. Oh no. Faithful. Bummer. Yep, it's pretty good. One card left in hand. No Harris specs. I guess that's good. Actually, getting a land there is not bad either. Although, no, I guess we can't. Okay, let's play P and Kieran. So let me think about this. Equip 4, 6, 8. If I equip here, tap the blade, and a token, I still get in for 8, so it's completely irrelevant. Let's just equip a Thopter. Get in for 8. All right. Could have been worse, actually. Say opponent sacks this. I would take 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 damage. My opponent has 1 mana. No, but then I take way more than that because of Cutthroat. So I do have to block here. I guess we just block with the Thopter Engineer. We don't need haste anymore. I mean, I still want the haste, but I need everything else too. So I can attack for 8. I can sack 2 artifacts, which at least makes my... Well, the Eily is the problem, I guess. I wonder why. Just digging for faithful number 3. Oh. Okay. All right. 15. Can I deal 15 damage? I suppose it's possible, although not likely. Whirler Rogue number 2, but no Thopter Engineer. Bummer. But I can make stuff unblockable, I guess. Let's say I get in for 8. I can sack 2 things. 10, that's 12 damage. Simply not enough. All right. I guess we have to kill the Cutthroat. If I play Whirler Rogue, I can't use Pia to kill Zulaport Cutthroat. Zulaport Cutthroat does have to die. Let's go Hanger back. Let's go swing with Chief, Thopter. So make Chief unblockable. Get in for 10. Pia on... What happens if I do Jace? He can't redo Collected Company, and he has 1 card in hand, but he does have Eily. I think we killed Jace. I changed my mind. Jace seems way more important. Because Cutthroat's a big deal, but Jace lets him find more annoying things. Okay. That was his last card. All right, I think we're actually in good shape now. So he can sack. He can gain life, though, too. I'm trying to think if I want to make Wandering Fumarole. Let's say I get in for 4, 8, 10, 12, 14. I can deal 16 damage to my opponent. That's got to be good enough. I guess my opponent only needs to gain 10 life, which I suppose they can do. Shouldn't... I can Wild Slash now before this resolves, right? And then my opponent has to sack Eiley. What happens if I do this on Husk now? There we go. Yeah, baby. Give me that 4-color rally win. Love it. All right, we'll see you in the second and final match of the day.